Hi, it's Christina with the Sisyphean Journal. I'd already covered today's two anniversaries. I'll link to them below. But I want to look at the wonderful care that an abortion rights hero gave a woman named Carol, who ended up suing him. Carol underwent a late-term abortion by Dr. George Tiller, which started on May 13th of 1980 at his Women's Healthcare Services in Wichita. During this two-day procedure, completed on May 14th, Carol's uterus was perforated. He put a hole in it. Now, Tiller suspected that he had put a hole in her uterus and there would be a delay in her being dismissed, so he had a staff member put Carol on an x-ray table and roll her off into a storage room. Not only was this room not private, but a security man was allowed to come in and loaf there. Carol was in a lot of pain, but Tiller's staff told her to shut up because her cries were frightening the patients who had not yet undergone their abortions. They left Carol cold, alone, and nauseated. Her cries were finally investigated by another patient who said she would try to find someone to help. During the post-op checkup, Tiller blamed Carol for ruining his record of not poking a hole through a uterus in the last 2 or 3 years and told her she should have undergone the abortion in a hospital because of the fetus's age. Well, whose decision was that, George? Meanwhile, Carol's husband was left sitting in the waiting room, not informed of his wife's whereabouts or condition. When the clinic closed, he was told to wait outside. When Carol came out, she was doubled over in pain, and on the ride home, she cried out every time the car hit a bump. Mike had to carry her into the house. Mike? I could have swore his name was Mike. The husband had to carry her into the house. She had a pulse rate of 140 to 160 and a fever of 104 degrees. They called the clinic, and Tiller sent a prescription for medicine over to a pharmacy. Carol's husband went to pick it up. When he came home from the pharmacy, he found her on the hallway floor where she had collapsed on her way to the bathroom to vomit. She hyperventilated, vomited again, and lost feelings in her hands and feet and turned a bluish gray. On May 19th, she had a follow-up. Tiller told Carol she was still pregnant and that a second procedure would be necessary. And when her husband, understandably a bit snarky, asked what precautions were going to be taken to prevent a second perforation, Tiller had the police eject him from the clinic. And never forget, Tiller was a member of the prestigious National Abortion Federation. So this is the cream of the crop here.